Hello and welcome back to Captain of Industry. This is the second video I've recorded today. I've been on a bit of a recording buzz lately. So I've got like about 7 videos, I think, pre-recorded now. About a week's worth of videos, which is good because I'm actually away for the next 4 days. I'll be long back by the time this is up. Obviously won't be able to record during those times. So it's kind of good that we've got this. The copper mine is busy going down its last little bit. That's fantastic. Last time we did, not over there, over like here, we did a bit of, just a bit more sort of stabilization of everything. We've got more copper production up and running. We've got more steel production up and running. We've got more electronics 1, 2 and 3 and PCBs. We are hopefully now at the point where we can start thinking about maybe doing assembly fours. No, that's not the right word. Maybe doing servers, which need steel and electronics, but that should be fine now. It's electronics 3. We have electronics 3 here, and we have steel that comes in a belt down here. So we should be able to bring that steel in. If we bring it over here and down under the electronics 3, that would be perfect. We've got it here at the moment, and that was so we had room for electronics 4. Is that still where we sort of want that to be? It pretty much is, isn't it? If anything, that might be a bit too far, a bit too much. They might need to push it down even more. Or we just build it where we can for now and say we will worry about moving it later on, which I think is probably a better idea. So let's get a box down here. This is going to be for the servers. So we've got one here. It needs this, which we can just plug in here. And we need steel, which, as I say, is on this belt. So if we bring this, it's at height 1 at the moment. Let's bring it over there. Bring that up into this chaos. Over to here. Do we need trucks getting in here? Yes, we do. And as it is, only little trucks can get in there. I might have to bring this storage out, actually. I think that's probably the better idea. So let's bring that down to there and then connect that. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's bring that down to height 0, connect that into there. And then we're going to take one of these. We're going to put this not up. We're going to put that there. And we're going to bring this in to here. We're going to unity that. We're going to unity that. We're going to unity that. We're going to unity this. We're going to unity this. Then we're going to delete that belt. And rather than having to manually move all of that stuff, we're going to get that wrong. We're going to just plug this into the storage. So that nope, that's not into the storage. Is it? I feel like that's gone into, yeah, it's definitely gone up. I'd like to get that into the storage, please and thank you. There we go. That'll just get that one emptied, and when that's emptied, we can delete it. Perfect. Okay, so we should now, if we speed this up, yep, I have managed to get household goods moving down here somehow, because I've plugged that one into the wrong bit. Perfect. Let's just remove all that. Right, now when steel gets there, we'll start getting servers, which is amazing. Then we can start getting data centers. You're trying to get somewhere. Where are you trying to get? You are trying to get to these boxes here to deliver acid to them, I think. You aren't making acid because you don't have any water. Why on earth would you not have any water? What's wrong with you? You are full of brine. The brine should be trying to get through this pipe here. It is not doing that because why? We have brine in this pipe. Because we never told this to output brine. That's why. That's why. Okay. Okay, so that will start sorting itself out at some point. We do have a full box of gold, so it's not the end of the world. Looks like we've started harvesting trees down here. We've got 68,000 wood, so that's probably not a concern. Right, that brings us over to data centers. These need the servers, but there's no server input. So I don't know if just... Yes, servers. So do we just whack that button and the servers magically go in there? I think that's how that works. I am guessing. They also need chilled water, and then they send some water back out. I'm assuming there is a loss of some form, but it doesn't look like that needs to be built anywhere. Like, it doesn't have to be built down near the microchips, for example. It looks like that can go pretty much anywhere. So where do we want to build that is a very good question. It's a very good question. Thank you. Thank you. We could build it like along here, because I can't see this coming out anytime soon. We could build it wherever there's water, really. We could just build it here. We could build it over here. We could build it... No, so we're gonna. I was going to say up here because we've got that, but the farms are going to go there, so that's probably no good either. How many of these are we going to want? I've got no idea. How many can we fit on here? Let's try and get an idea of the size. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we go for 10, just because that's a nice round number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Where would we want to put this? We could just put it up here somewhere where it would fit. That's an option. Don't really want it down there anywhere. Some of this does need flattening, or not that much really, actually. So that's an option. This was going to be my original farm location, but then this is close to the titanium, so we might want to save that for titanium. We could put it alongside here, but at some point we're expecting that going on, trying to save that for anything that might come off of the oil, although the oil is a pretty meaty production. We could put it like here, but it doesn't fit there very nicely. Or we could put it here, which does kind of fit quite nicely actually, but there's no real water anywhere near. But then if we put it here, there's no real water near anywhere this either. It does fit quite nicely there though. But then it's going to block trucks off from getting to that. Or we think about putting it over here, where we do have quite a lot of water. If we consider water to be important. But then we're going to be getting rid of these farms and all of this soon. So do we want to put that over there? It's where I'm most tempted at the moment, I think. Or we put it... No, there's no water there, though. And it's something that might be quite hard to move later on as well, mightn't it? We could just build it here. This is just like a little blueprint area. There's a water pipe right there. I don't know how many of these we need for this. Probably one for each if I had to. If I had to guess, it would be a one for each. I don't really want to do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I think we might need that many. So we're going to have some amount of chilled water coming in. give me a pipe. Mark 1 for now is fine. So chilled water coming in. Where is the F I want there, so it doesn't care about blocking stuff. So if that can just go, if it's just going to go like that, we could just move that up and make that tighter, couldn't we? Now that pipe is going to have to be expanded at some point, I would imagine. So then we have water coming back this way. So let's bring that to here, to here, to here. Do we want to bring that over there, or do we want to take this around? I feel like taking it around. So it sort of nicely encloses it, and then we haven't got to have this pipe going over there in case we need anything. And then we're going to want a pipe balancer in there, because we're going to want water coming into the solution, but we're going to want to prioritize that water. So that's the sort of size we need if we did 10. That could probably be tucked up a fair bit, actually, couldn't it? Don't do that. Put that back. What I wanted to do was to get rid of that and that. And then we could fit that there. But that's the sort of size we're looking at. I suppose we don't really necessarily have to have them like that. We could have them like this. And then have this connected to this and this connected to this. And we could even tidy that up a bit. By doing that. But then we also have to bring now that's what we do. I was going to say we have to bring water out, but we don't really, do we? Because that's water in. But it doesn't need a water in. I think that's just to connect it. So we could do it like that. So that being the case, where it would fit down there quite nicely. It would fit there quite nicely as well. We could even flip it like that. I kind of want to put it there where the existing mainframes are. Because that's the other thing, we're going to be getting rid of those mainframes at some point. Just don't know. This is a conundrum. This is a conundrum. Now with all these things, it could be seen as a temporary build. There's no reason it would have to be permanent. I'm still kind of leaning towards just putting it up here somewhere. If we cut this one, and we say it's just going to go here. Put it down a bit so it's on entirely flat land. And then we take this pipe at height 5, thank you. Turn off magnet, bring you over to here. So then you have an input there, you have prioritized input there. I think we're going to do that. I think that's fine for now. I think that's fine. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. So we want this built. We don't really care for these pipes at the moment unless there's an internal loop which says because even if they're ghost buildings, we need to have them. That might be the case. We want that, we want that, we want that, we want that. And then we want, if we should we 2 for the minute until we know, oh hang on. I don't really want that one, because then I've got to build all of the pipes. Okay. It's not the end of the world, a minor inconvenience. Okay. So let's get 2 of them up and running. We're also going to want it's a fairly significant cost. It is, but we've got lots of Mark IV parts. Electronics 4, maybe not so much. But we're going to want at least 1, so let's get 1. Building may collapse. Oh, you have gone far enough to affect that. In fact, you already have affected it quite severely. Okay. So let's go from here to here. And then here to here. It might even affect that water pipe. Okay, so you now have to kind of snake your way up a bit higher. Somewhere. We can go to there, which isn't quite as high as I might have liked. Yep, there goes that water pipe. I mean, you can go there, okay. And then there. And then there. You do not want to connect back into this one at any point, on the other hand. You can connect there, okay. That's sort of silly, but whatever. And then delete, and then delete that chunk. And then we're going to have to get rid of this water pipe as well, which should at least be a bit easier. So if we go back to there, Unity that. And then you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just bring you, hello. Hello. To there. To there. Fine. That's whatever. Do that. Whatever floats your little boat. So that is now getting built. We may have more issues with this for this bit here. We'll have to see. It looks like there may have been landslides there already. We'll just have to keep an eye on that. Not enough maintenance 1, however, is something I should have been paying more attention to. Copper has nothing left to mine in its area. Does that mean there's a trace a bit there? There's a trace bit there. And that should be it. Okay. Let's deal with this. So 3, 3. Get rid of this. Go down, go flat. In fact, do you know what? Don't just go down again. What difference does it make? And then, where else did I see the smidgeniest of smidgens? Right there. So you get rid of all this, ramp down there, and then, yeah, again, just ramp down there again. Cool, so that should give you a couple of things to do. The reason I guess we have none of that is because we don't have any... No, what is this? This is rubber. Trucks cannot get to you anymore, which makes sense because we've blocked that off. Oh, yeah. No, trucks can get in. The trucks can't get in there. Simple fix. We'll pop this in this side instead. And then we will take this and we will belt this into here. And we will flip that. And we will flip that. And we will flip that. and we will delete that and that. We will unity those and that. And that will sort that once we get rubber over there, which should be soon, hopefully. Soon. Hashtag soon. What are you for? You're for more electronics. We don't need you or you. I suspect we probably don't really need you anymore either. We are making servers. We have 40 of them. So let's go over here. So you have made super chilled water. You, if we add one in, it uses 4 teraflops and it uses 85 kilowatts. We have more than that. How many can we add in? That many. So that's now making 16 teraflops and only needs 1 water. Then exports all that water again. So we probably don't even really need this extra piping. Cool. That's got to be a fairly high priority. One of these has got to be a fairly high priority. Probably slightly higher. We need to make sure we always have chilled water. Okay. So that is making 16 teraflops. If that is making 16 teraflops, and these make 8, we can pause 2 of those. We could probably pause more because our demand is quite low at the moment. But let's just let it build some servers. Doesn't look like it's having a major impact on our microchip production. That still looks like it's keeping up with demand, and we have 2 of those paused anyway. Said microchip, I meant electronics 3. You know what I meant. So much so I'm wondering if we can get away with another one of these. Because why not? Oh yeah, we never actually belted that in. That's a bit silly. How many do you make? It's not many at all. It's 2. It's 2. Cool. Okay, well now that's actually going to automatically export the stuff it's making. They only use 4 each, but that is 8 microchips 3. Let's put an alert on this telling me if you are less than 75% full. That one I don't care about so much. This one I do. Notify me if you are less than 75% full. I need to know. In fact, I think you already are less than 75% full. Hilarious. Okay, so we're making electronics 1. That should hopefully sort out this issue. We have enough electronics going into these now. When this is all back up and running, we probably just want to check to see how close we are to... we've got lots of maintenance. The truck is struggling to find a destination it can reach because you're trying to reach these again. So what is going on here? You're still waiting on acid. You're still... not you. You're still waiting on water. Why are you still waiting on water? You should be able to produce water, but you're still full of brine. And that's because there's still brine in this pipe, which isn't going into this pipe. Because there's one little schnibble of water in it somewhere, but that should be getting kicked out. So brine is still not moving up this pipe. There is 1 brine in there. Get rid of it, there's 1 water in there. Get rid of it, there's 1 brine in there. Why is this pipe not transporting products? Like it's literally moving 1 brine down at a time. Don't get why that's the case. That makes no sense to me. I know we have water and brine plugged in, but the way I understood it was that the brine will attempt to come out. And if there's a bit of brine in this pipe, this can send more brine down that pipe, as much brine as it wants. So maybe instead of this, we put in a balancer, and that prioritizes that input. If we do that, we do not see any behavior that is different. What if we do that? It's a Mark II, I don't really care for that length of pipe. Man, I do not understand this at all. Why will you not send more than one brine down that pipe? Okay, well, there is a fix for this, which is to get rid of this and to get rid of this. No! Why? How on earth did that even happen? And the fix for this is we're just going to run a separate brine pipe. So we're going to get rid of this. We're just going to connect the... Nope. I'm going to get rid of you. We're going to connect you to you. We're going to unity that. And there is now no reason that brine should not travel down there freely. So then we're going to take this over to here at height 3. We're going to bring that all the way down. All the way down here. And then this is just kind of going to scurry along the mountain with this. Don't really mind where it goes. You're going to stop here. I'm going to take a copy of you. I'm going to pop you in there. I'm going to take this. I'm going to plug it in there. And I'm going to unity. There we go. Problem solved. Problem solved. So you are now making water again, a lot of which are probably just going to kick out, but fine. Whatever. Okay, not enough maintenance. 1 still. Copper. Oh, building may collapse. Building has collapsed. I knew that was going to happen. Let's take that back to there. Let's take this back to probably to here. Let's unity that. Let's unity that. Let's also unity this pipe because that's quite important. Unity that removal. Trucks are never going to get there. Okay, we really need you to come more in this direction. Can you do that without going out a million miles? Can you actually connect to this? Like that, that's fine. Okay, that's that sorted. We need to unity that because you're never going to go otherwise. That's fine. We should actually have copper coming down again momentarily. I'm guessing that is possibly why we are now struggling for electronics. No, we still have a lot of copper in that pipe. So why are we struggling with electronics at the moment? Well, we're not really. It's slowly ticking up, but I mean like slowly. What else is going on over here? The flattenator has run out of things to mine. That's amazing. Do we think we can get away with a bit more? I don't know if we need to get away with a bit more. That might be plenty for us. So the flattenators now need to continue on with the it just needs to be moved. It's all in place. It just needs to have their area moved. So flattenator, edit area, bring you over here, and then just expand you as far as you'll go. Perfect, that's that solved. David Walker is struggling to find a destination he can reach. Does that mean he's got all of the trees down here? No. We just didn't mark all the trees. We just didn't mark all the trees. So let's mark all the trees. I know a lot of those he won't be able to reach. That is absolutely fine. But you crack on with as much of that as you can, David Walker. Excellent. That problem solved. We have a high supply of naphtha. Okay. We want to probably unpause a couple of those. Problem solved. We have a high supply of sugarcane. Yes. Because 4 of these are unable to cope. They are both set to be able to do corn and sugarcane. We might have a full fuel gas problem. I think that is because we are full of fuel gas. Let's have a look down here. No, this one's not full. Do we happen to be producing more fuel gas than we are capable of transporting? That doesn't sound likely. They make... Well, that makes 14 actually, doesn't it? So we've got 28, 56, 70. These aren't really doing anything, but that would be like 80. So that should be fine through a Mark II there. But I do wonder if maybe that has to be upgraded. It's definitely fuel gas that's holding us up. This pipe goes to here, where it joins in with another Mark II pipe anyway. I suppose that's another 16 and another chunk over here. We are making another bunch. So does this pipe have to be upgraded? This pipe goes into the storages. And then it goes over here. Currently this pipe isn't moving at all. It's moving a little bit. I feel like this pipe is full. Which doesn't make any sense. Because this isn't. So this should be prioritizing this output. Obviously, we've told you not to hold too much. But if it can't go up there, it should be going down here. But this pipe is not connected. What happened? This is another one of those random little deletions that I managed to do down here. I can't tell if that's going into the right one. I think it is. Is there another one? I think that's it. So if we unity those. Okay. That will hopefully solve the fuel gas problem. Excellent. Copper has nothing to mine in its area. I need you all to move. So I can see if that's true. There is the tiniest, teeniest amount there. So small, and there's the tiniest, teeniest amount over here as well. Oh, I mean, we may as well, right? We may as well. So there you go. Oh, there's still more over here. I didn't see this before. So let's also do that. Not enough maintenance 1 still, but we have so much electronics coming in. It should be starting to catch up with itself soon. It's just trying to fix all the things that got low. So that, yeah, it was only about 1.1 before then. This is only about 364. This is up to about 6 or 7. That seems fine. I'm hoping we should be starting to see some movement here, but we are not. Why not? They are all running. Maybe we literally can't get rid of that stuff fast enough. I mean, first world problems and all that, right? We've got too much food. Okay. Vegetables are full. Fruit is sort of filling up. I feel like that's got stuck on us slightly over. Slightly over. Okay. We are sort of ready. Oh, what we could do, if we can pop over here, we've been leaving our servers being produced for ages. We probably have a full box of them. If we do that, that uses 1.27 megawatts, but it's now making 60 teraflops for us. We already took out 16. So what does that leave? 46, which is 4 and a bit. Something like that. How is this looking? This is all looking okay. This storage has gone down slightly, so I'm tempted to unpause one of those. That one is absolutely full. That one's absolutely full. That one's absolutely full. Maintenance one looks like it's almost ready to start cycling back up. I wonder if we should change this at some point. Like, why have we got this all smashed up here? Why not have, like, maintenance 1 here, maintenance 2 here, maintenance 3 here? It'd be sort of nice if it was... So this is like a future note for me to remember. Well, I'll definitely remember, it's fine. Oh! Problems. So they've not been exporting goods for a while, but it'd be nice if we could have had, like, maintenance the other side of the electronics production. That would have made a lot of sense, seeing as they're like heavily electronic based, aren't they? Limey Control Tower has no place to dump products. Is that just because we've filled in? Nope. You're lying to me. You're lying to me. You're all lying to me. You're all lying to me. Don't lie to me. I can see your trucks driving off to dump stuff, so you're all lying to me. Naphtha is still full. That's probably fine. It is going to slightly slow up this, so let's pause another couple. So we've got an alert on it when it gets full. Let's notify me if it gets less than 25% as well. And we should probably do like... So we'll just have to micromanage that a bit, I think. Which is silly. Hey-ho. Truck is struggling to find a destination it can reach. Why? Oh, because you've got yourself stuck. How did you... What? I'm not sure how you even managed that. I don't know how to recover all of you. Just don't be so... If I say to do that, are you guys clever enough to go and do that first? No. You are. You might come and save the day for me. You have saved the day for me. Good job. Good job, you absolute legend. Okay, so how are we doing in terms of servers? We've got another 36. Let's get some more tough lops on the go. Our water usage is currently 7. How much do these actually make? 24. Ah, that's where the water loss is. That's where the water loss is. So he makes 24. We need to remember that if we get up towards that. So that's another 12. So we can probably get away with pausing another 1, maybe 2. Seeing as our teraflops usage hasn't gone much above 60 for quite some time. That should be absolutely fine. Are there any other upgrades we fancy doing? I mean, not really until this is sort of sorted. So let's come over here a second. Vehicles management we don't care about. The data center we've done. We've done assembly 4s. We've got a concrete mixer 3 now. Oh. Let's go try that again. Concrete mixer 3 pin compared to the 2. So it's got the same recipes available. It does 6 and 12 and 36 and 24. So it literally just doubles it. Literally just doubles it. So we probably don't really want to use that. I don't know if maybe something in the rockets uses a vast amount of concrete. We'd have a reinforced surface there. But yeah, there's no point in doing that because this is all set up for this exact amount of stuff. We'd have to redesign that to use the concrete mixers 3s. So that's nice to know. I suppose we should keep it there. Aluminium smelting. We haven't found aluminium to dig up yet. Trains. Biodiesel. We have looked at that. Luxury goods we have not looked at. Offices we've not looked at because what's the point? Household appliances. Housing 4. Sausage, snacks, food, chicken. Household goods, we can get rid of that. Housing 3, we can get rid of that. Trying to get rid of that by pressing escape and it's not working. There we go. We are still producing medical goods. That's fantastic. This is still massively backed up. Not a lot we can really do about it. We have got rid of a lot of the extra stuff. What's it called? This stuff. That's great. Might try pausing this belt at some point. We could also pause this bucket now because we don't really technically, strictly speaking, need that. We could even maybe do like... It's too close to a connector because it connects in there. That's a pain. I was going to say feed it straight back out onto the same belt again, because that way, if that belt backs up, this can still fill up, but otherwise at least get rid of the stuff that's in there. But then again, I said we do need to maybe think about keeping animal feed. At some point, we're going to have animals to worry about. Copper has nothing to mine. Okay, so that's empty. There's a tiny little bit there. I see it. I already see it. Off you go, do that. The rest of... Didn't see you before. Did not see you before. And there's a tiny little bit over there as well. You are all testing my patience, aren't you? That's what you're doing. You're all testing my patience. Okay. And we need that ramp down, don't we? Well, not really we don't, because they go over that way. Yeah, so we don't need that ramp down at all. So if we do... I was going to have to go... Okay. Nope, I specifically wanted you to ramp. And the one time I want you to ramp, you don't ramp. So you can go down there. Let's go from there because we've already got that one anyway. You go to there. Okay, so you've got a little bit of extra stuff to be digging up. I'd love that copper mine to be finished by the end of the video, which is maybe like I'm going to say 10 minutes, and we're all going to go, yeah, whatever. We have the internet now. How does this work? The internet uses 264 watt. Off you go, internet. You're not welcome here. We don't want your kind around here, internet. Wow. You can see these two shallow areas have nearly touched, which will hopefully accelerate that process a bit. Over here, oh wow. Wow. I actually wasn't expecting that. So let's get that there. And then, I don't know, like that. Just start filling in. Let's just make this a whole thing. So I said the titanium processing is going to be up there. Maybe it's actually going to be like down here. Yeah, cool. All right. You guys are finished? Are stuck? What are you doing? You have nothing left to mine, but that does not look right to me. You know why? Because it's not. That'll be better. If we make another ramp, I suppose we've got that ramp there now, haven't we? If we can get them finishing that, and then we can bring them over to, let's say here. No, let's bring the ramp down here. Stop it. It's like it's obsessed with just doing crazy things. So you need to do that. You need to not go over there because you're going to break that pipe. But we're going to hopefully fix that shortly. You need to come over here. You need to come over here. Like, why? Why sometimes do you do it and other times you like to behave yourself? The only real way to stop it seems, is to come from like the middle of an existing block. Probably don't need you or you or you. Okay. So if we do that, let's come down to the tower. We're going to edit the area. We're going to move it over so it covers all of that. And then we're going to do this. Because then we're going to come over to the dirt tower. Which I can click on. Which I can click on. It did move that. Excellent. We're going to edit your area. You are going to come over here. There's rock there. And that's not flat. That's not straight. How did I possibly not... Okay, don't worry about it. It's fine. That bit probably is less important because we're not going to be building farms there. But you know what? Just for completeness. Okay. But they have built that ramp down there. We have got a ramp I think we're about to destroy there. So let's put another ramp in over here. And then let's get the flattenator. I'm going to move you over here so you can do those bits. In the meantime, the dirt tower can fill in that bit at the very least. And that will mean that we can get those water towers moved. There we go. Okay. Right, and luckily we've got loads of free trucks to work on it. We do have an extra capacity for trucks now. We can have up to 260. But I don't really want to strain everything by doing that. Let's come over to our servers. Oh, you are now doing 104 teraflops. I think we can probably quite comfortably say nope, 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 nope. Because what they use 2 megawatts each. So it's 2 megawatts for 8 teraflops. This is 2 megawatts for 104. Oh, that's incredibly better. That's insane how much better that is. Yeah, happy with that. Happy with that situation, and it's only using 12 chilled water at the moment. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I'm quite comfortable in saying we can now get rid of all those. Quite comfortable indeed. Excellent. Well, that is going to massively help with the teraflop situation, so much so that it might be that long. It might not be that long till we can say, let's get internet. And if we can do that, we can start upgrading more of these in places to... Well, something we can do then is we can say, okay, Copper Tower has nothing to mine in its area. That's what we can say. Empty, 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 empty. Going to assume you're empty. Copper is done. Copper is done. Off you go, copper. Everything else I think is fine. Iron mine is fine. You're full. Coal mine is fine. You're full. Copper mine is fine. You're full. Limestone mine is fine. You don't have a mixer, but everything's fine with limestone. Yep. And sand is fine. You've already got new diggers. So we are going to say... If we unity this, we're just going to give that a whole bunch more. A whole bunch more. And then we're going to give you 5 more of those as well. But the Flattenator currently has nothing to mine because it is tidied. Oh wait, is that dirt? Cancel that. So that's that little bit of dirt they did manage to put down before. So that should all be fine now. We need to turn dirt off of there because I forgot that I enabled it. So the dirt dumpinator actually has something to dirt up there. The Flattenator, which is now quite a mighty team of diggers, has to be moved over to here. Excellent, that's done. What else was going on? What was I doing? I feel like I was doing something and I got distracted. Oh, yes. We could think about, because we are burning through a lot of this at the moment. Not so much these. And in fact, where we are deleting all of these, we are just slowly filling this back up again, which is fine. But if we were to upgrade these to a Mark IV, it uses double, I'm assuming it uses double. Okay. So in terms of concrete, that could be a problem. We are currently using 96. You make 2440. Oh, you make double that anyway. Okay, so concrete wouldn't be a problem. Trees... I don't anticipate trees being a massive problem either. So, iron is the next thing. So this currently takes 36 times 4. We currently use 144 iron. We have 4 of these going, which make 24. Wait, what? So we don't make enough iron to keep these running. Just adjust, so we need 144. These make 24. 144 divided by 24. We would need 6 of them. So just to get that working properly, we need to upgrade this. I'm going to pause it slightly because we do need to change that. And unpause that. And then that and that and that. Which probably means that belt needs to be upgraded. That's fine. So if we wanted to run these at double speed, I can see one of my earlier plans has already been foiled, we would need 36. 36 times 4. Oh wait, hang on. Is my maths just entirely terrible? We're currently using 18 times 4. Currently using 72. My maths is entirely terrible. We are currently using 72 and we are making about 100. So why is the iron empty? Where else are we using iron? Absolutely nowhere. Because we're not using it for mechanical parts. Mechanical parts are swapped over to a steel recipe. So if we are making 48.96 and we're only using 72, why is the iron not full completely? I don't know. All the resources are there, so that's fine. Are you struggling to get rid of exhaust? You are struggling to get rid of exhaust. You are also struggling to get rid of exhaust. So at some point up this pipe, where do we have like this being a big old pipe? And then this goes all into here. Let's upgrade this bit. Which we don't have that, or we do? Okay. So that goes into here with 2 pointless chunks that we're going to get rid of. That then has 4 outputs which go to these, I'm guessing. So that 1 4 pipe now gets split into these. This is not backed up. This is not backed up. So that should be absolutely fine. That's our first Mark IV pipe, I'm pretty sure. Awesome. We probably need to upgrade a little bit more, I would imagine. So let's upgrade that one. Let's upgrade this one. I can't really be bothered to go through and do the math onto where we might need this. So if we just do like a few of them. So what are we up to now? We're up copper, aren't we? So if we go to here, so copper onwards is now on a Mark IV pipe all the way. So if we come back down here, there is no way that should be struggling to get rid of his exhaust. No way that should be struggling to get rid of its exhaust. Have we got like a little chunk of Mark II somewhere? Can't see any. No. So why is that struggling? Struggling. Struggling. Not struggling here. This one's moving constantly. This is moving constantly. Yeah, that's not. So what about this? It's causing problems. Maybe it's just caught up with itself, so it looks like it is now flowing quite smoothly. Not so much here. Maybe it's, yeah, maybe it's just sort of having to empty the pipes. I think that's now better. Yeah, that is now looking better. And if we come over here with that running better, that does not appear to have led to any massive bottlenecks there. Okay, that's something. That's good. Right. Whew. One thing we didn't do, of course, was say dumping designation. No longer dump there. We do not care for it. No longer dump over here. We do not care. You are, however, going to come over here. You are going to go to height 3. You are going to dump all of this. And you're going to dump all of this. And you're going to dump all of... Nope, you're doing something weird. You're doing something weird again. What are you doing? There we go. You're going to dump all of this. 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 That's annoyingly at height 4. Ah, fine, whatever. And you're going to do this. And we're going to fill in the last of our... I don't really count sand or limestone as proper mines. So the kind of coal, iron, copper. But we're going to fill in our last metal mine. Coals are metal. Don't check. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Right. So, bad maths aside, this should now be starting to fill up with iron. It is. Okay. So, if we wanted 4 of these, 36 times 4 would be 144. Divided by 24 would mean we would need 6 of these running. What are the chances we have 6 of those running? This isn't running constantly for some reason. You should be producing 48, which goes down here and feeds this 24. There's not any reason you wouldn't be, but that's fine. So let's 1, 2, 3, 4. No issues with that whatsoever. Excellent. That's going to massively speed up this part of it. Down here, you use electronics, which is a concern. Now, electronics isn't a concern at the moment. I've forgotten how many electronics we are using. We are using 16. We are using 36 plus 16, which is 52. We are using 16, which is 68. And we are using 68 plus 48, 112, I think. 112. Remember the words 112. The flattenator has finished, and it all looks fine apart from this bit. But to do that bit, we need to get the water bits built. So they have put the dirt down over there, which is great. So we can also say dumping. No, we can't, because we need to give the dirt a bigger area. Okay. Okay, so let's do this again. So you can go there. You have to go there. You have to go there as well. So we can get 3 in there. If you wanted to do a 4th one, it we'd have to go down a level. And that one doesn't there now. But if I flip that around... Ah. Yes, it does. Okay. I don't really want them coming down all that far, so I might just leave that there. I'm not entirely sure how the pipe is going to like that, or why you would go at a stupid angle. So let's go there and there, and you're going to come around to... I swear to God, game. To there. Okay. So you're 48, so that needs to be a Mark II, that needs to be a Mark II. And then what I said we were going to be doing would we'd run these pipes. Oh, I would like it to be a bit further back, but I literally can't do anything about it. Like, that is as far back as it can go. So I do actually want to bring that back, because I want that at height 5 before it gets here. But I can't rebuild that yet, because we have nowhere to put it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get them built, but I'm going to build them in a paused state. I suppose we could just connect the pipe up there for the minute. And then when the rest of it's filled in, that's fine. I'm happy with that. Unpause them all. And then unpause the construction of them. When that's done, we can delete these. We can delete this chunk of pipe. We can move this pipe over to here. I kind of want to get rid of that last little bit over there, but it's fine. Whatever. Don't worry about it. So the Flattenator crew is going to have to come over here and deal with this at some point. In the meantime... In the meantime, In the meantime, what? In the meantime, what? Where am I going with this? In the meantime, we have our own quartz source over there. It might be worth thinking about getting a mine up on that at some point. That'll free up that ship to do other things. It's this really, isn't it? Let's just carry on with this. So mining designation at height 4. I suppose really we should just put it down to a height 3, shouldn't we? We've already got height 3 here. And we're already going to want to dig out like all of this. And all of this. And all of this. And that bit there. And that bit there. And that bit there. So we may as well just get started on that. Okay. Sure. Sure. Flattenator, edit area, new rectangle. Have fun. And we've actually finished, like we're connected to that island in 2 places. We can't get through this section yet. And I don't really want to dig through it because titanium. I'm not sure I want to be digging up titanium at the moment. Cool. All right. Oil is hunkadiddly-dory. Naphtha is incredibly full still. Like incredibly full still. But we're also full of everything else. So it's not holding anything up, I guess. So I suppose it's fine. Is it so full that we're struggling? No, we're struggling to get chlorine. Why are we struggling to get chlorine? Because we're not getting brine. Why are we not getting brine? Where do we get brine from, I suppose, is the good question. I guess that's this pipe, is it? You should be coming from brine tanks. You're waiting for products. I mean, you're not. So how much brine do we need? We need 36. And you should be making... Right, 1 brine tank, 2 brine tank. We should be making 48 brine. But you have never been connected to the system. Oh my word. I don't really want it all the way over there, but fine. It will serve as a reminder of my stupidity. So we have never been making enough brine if we wanted to run this more. You are struggling to get seawater for some reason. You should... Oh, you are, because that's only a 60 pipe. Yeah, I was thinking to myself, there's no reason that that should be struggling to get 200 water up. 100 water with 200 pipe, but it totally is. Right, so that's going to massively increase our brine production. It's also going to increase our salt production, which could be nice because salt's pretty empty. I can't remember where the salt goes, but it clearly is used somewhere. Right, here are all of these trucks just buzzing their way down here to deal with all this. Excellent. And all of that is just going to get dumped straight in here, which is amazing. Right, teraflops. Do we need them right now? Not really. We're going to do it? Sure. We've got 156 teraflops. So many teraflops, I don't even know what to do with my life. What was that number that I said not to forget? I feel like it was like 168 or something. I'm going to say 168. And that would be for electronics 1. We are currently making 48, 96. Ugh. You know what? There's no point. Why? We've got 24 times 5. 24 times 5. 120. So we've got we've got 96. 96 plus 120. We've got 216. We have quite a lot of electronics 1. We've got a good surplus there. I think. I don't really know, if I'm being honest, but I think we're okay. So if we've got 216, we've probably got about 50 spare, maybe. If we double this up, it's going to be 12. It's going to be... I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Let's just do it and see what happens, right? Like, what's the worst that could happen? And really, making them twice as fast isn't really going to... All it's going to do is going to fill these boxes faster. That's all it's really going to achieve. We probably didn't need to make 2,500 of those. Oh, you don't. You do only receive from pallets. So that's just where stuff's been deconstructed, I guess, and trucks have brought it over. Okay, you use steel. So you would need an extra 24 steel. How is our steel production? Crazy. Like crazy. We are making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We are making 10 times 20. We're making 240. I'm not even going to do the maths on that. I think we're fine. 240. We have got... They make 24. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've got 3 times 24, which is 48, is 72. We've got 72 spare. The steel goes here, where we use 16, which leaves us with 72 minus... Why am I doing it to myself? I don't have anything to prove to you people. Which is 56. Okay. Also goes over here, where we're using another 4. Minus 4. We're on 52. And it also goes over here, where we're using another 24. Minus 24. 28. If we upgraded all of these, that would be an extra 24. We can do that. Sweet. This is going really well. And then this uses electronics 3. Hopefully there are few enough things using this that we have to worry about it. So electronics 3. There you are. We are currently making 3, 6, 9, 12. Well, we're making 9 with the option to do more. We're making 9 at the moment. Electronics 3 is used down here, where we are using 8 down there. So we have 1 spare. 3, 6, 9, 4, 8. Okay, we have 1 spare. And the only other place we use it is over here, which is 6. So 6, 10, 16. I'm going to unpause that one. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. I'm going to pause that one. It's this one we want to worry about. It's electronics 2, isn't it? So electronics 2, we've got 24, 48, 60. Plus another 12. We've got 72 electronics 2 coming in. Electronics 2 goes down here, where we are using 24. So 72 minus 24. Electronics 2 also, and I know that we've done this all 1,000 times now. I'm aware. We're going to take away another 4 for that. Electronics 2 comes down here. We're going to take away another 8 for that. And then it goes over here, where we are currently using 3, 6, 9, 12. Minus 12. We've got 24 left over. You would need less than that. Let's upgrade all of those as well. So we have now got these robotic assemblers with the little robot arms going, which do look fantastic. It'd be sort of nice if the products reflected what was being made in there. I mean, maybe it does change when you go over to different things. It doesn't. It'd be sort of nice if it did that, but hey ho. Pretty minor when you mainly see it from like this sort of angle, isn't it? So we've got all of our construction parts now upgraded to the maximum tier of assembler, which is going to hugely increase the speed we can get construction parts produced, which is fantastic. And we should have enough resources to do all that with. Iron is maybe going down. We should be making just about enough to do it, but it's fine. Wood and concrete blocks are absolutely fine. They're all fine. And the electronics bits do not look like they're going down. Electronics 3's gone down a little bit. Not drastically. Not enough that I'm thinking that's a concern. It's just something for us to watch, I suppose. We do have an alert on this to tell me if it goes below 75%. We might just be using more than we're producing. Awesome. Right, it's been an hour and 20 minutes. I didn't really want this video to be any more than an hour because I have stayed up much later than I should so I could record this video. Oops. We have a bunch more. How much did I say these make? 24. So we've got 48 ready. We probably need to get another one of these made. Well, not quite yet, but close. So we are now up to 184 teraflops. That is crazy. And I didn't actually look at what these look like. It does look like a proper little data center. Is it supposed to be open from the side? Oh, it is. That's weird. It's just open to the elements. So when it rains, it's just what? Natural cooling. I don't like that. As someone who works in IT, that is my profession. I am a solution architect, so I design IT solutions, and I have a background in IT infrastructure. Starting off with, server racks like these, and now it's all cloud-based, obviously. But as someone who works in IT, I kind of hate that. Just put the glass all the way to the bottom. Just put the glass down. Dude, just birds are going to fly in there and all sorts. Yeah, not a massive fan of the open sides, but it looks really nice. I like the little massive heat sinks we've got over here. the random piles of rubbish that are a staple in every server room. I don't really know what these are. These are maybe the UPSs. But yeah, all the assets in this game are actually quite beautiful. Like even this. Like we've got all the different little fins down the side there. We've got the grills on the top. This little extra bit of pipework detailing over here. All the assets in this game are beautiful. When you actually take a bit of time to look at them. Like the ladder going up the side there. The little decals on these bits down here. The turbine spinning when it's actually pulling up water. Yeah. It's a beautiful game. It's easy not to really notice it. But if we go into the photo mode a second. Turn off the fog. Like if you ignore the horizon, which is a bit weird because you're not really supposed to see it like that. But look at the amount of detail in this game, man. Look how far you can come out. See all your little busy trucks zooming around doing truck stuff. And you can come in to watch the little belt segments move. To watch the molten lava move across these channels. Which I was really hoping you'd do just as I was going to say that. But you didn't. The stamps going down over here. These things turning over. The steam coming out. The plates coming out. The water getting sprayed onto it. It's beautiful. All those details, by the way, I've not really ever noticed before. Like the water getting sprayed onto the hot metal. That's amazing. That's just such a nice little feature with all the steam puffing out when it does it. It's a beautiful game, really. Anyway. You are standing out like a bit of a sore thumb now, aren't you? Hey? I think it's time we got rid of you. I don't like you. I need to actually put in a mining designation over you so I can see you. And then I'm gonna... It'd be nice if we could just do this. That's what I want. So when I come into like this sort of view again, I'm going to look down here and go, why did I draw myself a massive arrow on the floor? Which will hopefully prompt me into going down there and sorting that. Sweet. Let's get rid of all that. Too many clicks on the escape button. Food. Let's have a little quick look around. Yeah, we're still struggling to get rid of all the corn and all the sugar cane. Yep. That's fine, is what it is. We're struggling to get rid of all the dirt. It's because we've got nowhere to dump dirt at the moment, isn't it? It is indeed. It is indeed. But we can change that. We could have changed that already, but we sort of forgot about it. So before I sort of forget about it again, and yes, I see the potato message. Let's come over here. Let's give this a big old rectangle. Going up to there. And then let's say dumping designation at height 14. All the way over there. 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 Just fill that in. Now that's been built, we can build that. We can mark those for deletion, including that one there. We have to leave that pipe for the moment until we move that one, but that's something we can do next time. And as soon as we have moved that pipe, we can start getting rid of this chunk here. These are offset back. So we're going to leave probably like 5 tiles for like pipe work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is sort of where we're saying farms are going to begin. I think that's sensible. I think that's sensible. So then we'd have potentially I suppose I didn't need 4. I did only need 2. So we'd have potentially farms coming down to here. It's going to get rid of this stuff so trucks can get past. So the farm's coming down to there, which gives me this much space for food processing, which seems like quite a lot. And as we fill, we probably will fill this in a bit more. I know we're only doing it to height 3 at the moment, but if we actually do that to a bit more as well, maybe even bring it in like down here. I don't know, we'll see. Sweet. So what have we done today? We have upgraded a bunch more stuff. We have got servers being produced, which are coming in lovely. None of our electronics are running out. The electronics the microchips, sorry, might slightly be being used faster than we're producing them. Yeah, because we're using 9 at the moment. We are producing, I want to say we're producing like 4. So 12 divided by, oh no, we're making 8. 12 divided by 3 is 4, times 2 is 8. So yeah, it's currently on 8 minutes. We do need to upgrade this situation. And I think what I will probably do is just say we are going to do one big run. And put it back to there. And then that's just easily something we can expand on then, isn't it? I think that makes sense. And then we're not going to run into this like backing up and getting confused again. If it's just one run, each machine feeds into the other, it's just bish bash bosh, job done. I think that makes more sense. I think it does. I think. We have upgraded all of our construction assemblers to be using the old Tafaflops. So that is fantastic. We've added in some more iron production, possibly erroneously. Don't worry about it. We have... What else have we done? That's pretty much it really, isn't it? We finished off the copper mine. We've kind of touched on it, but let's be very specific. We've finished off the copper mine. We've started filling that in with everything. We have started filling this in up here with dirt. I do want to say that we want to empty this. Let's say, how much do the big trucks carry? They carry 180. So if we say keep at least 500 gone. Well, if we do 1,000, then like five trucks can come there. So let's say 1,000. So trucks will try to empty that. They only have one place they can put dirt, which is up here. They should not be trying to put dirt into any of these, not those. These, because that one is told to be kept empty, and that one is part of that logistical network, so there's no reason they should come up there to do that. Let's not use delete, because we're about to delete part of that water pipe. Let's do that instead. We need to move these belts at some point. We need to bring this copper one into a more suitable position. We will bring this down the mountain at some point when this is full, and we will then just cut those in right at the edge there, because we are also going to have to bring the food in, probably not at the back, but they're going to have to come down here somewhere as well. So we're going to have to think about that at some point. Unfortunately, belts don't really play nicely with ramps. I mean, that's not bad. If we just bring this back to here. No, I want you to go straight. I want you to go straight. So you can go to there. Come, you can go to there. See, it's finicky. And go to there. Okay, excellent. So if I then copied all of that. If I then copied all of that without surfaces, which I sort of wish was the default, and I said I want you to go here, but 1 up, no. If I said 2 up, I can go 2 up. But it wouldn't it be nice when you can have a nice slope on them? I think this is the one thing I'd like to see come into the game. Like, there's no reason that shouldn't work. They're an equal height from each other at every point. There's no reason that should be clipping in or causing any issues. Like, the height when they're flat is the same across all. I'd like it to see it deal with flat slopes with a flat belt all the way down. That would be nice. But then being able to just put them on top of each other nicely like that. Because otherwise we have to go 2 above, which leaves loads of space. But means we can only put like 3 belts here. So we can go flat 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, they don't play nicely with ramps. So I don't know exactly what we're going to do about that. Maybe if we just get all the food to here, we'll flatten this out somewhere and then just have a bit of a ramp and some lit. I don't know. It's so far in the future. I'm just getting this is what I do. It's what I do, isn't it? I'm like, I'm going to finish up the video now, and then something tickles my brain. I'm like, I'm going to talk about this for 20 minutes, so bear with me. Anyway, hope you're enjoying Captain of Industry. It's all looking fantastic. I love my little build. I am thinking, by the way, this is me getting sidetracked again. What a surprise. Of at some point when we get towards like the end of the season. Oh, right, yeah. Something else. We're not going to do it now, but we have retired waste down here. That's a problem. Well, it's not a massive problem, but it's full of retired waste. So what happens if this generates more? I honestly don't know. I said I wasn't going to do anything about it, but actually I feel like we need to. So if we bring this nowhere, let's get a super quick flat lift in here down to the ground. You're gonna go there, you're gonna go there. Belt from, I feel like you're not connecting. You are. Incompatible port because you're facing the wrong way. Flippery do. Copy. Don't do that. There to there. Unity. Flat belt mark 1. U. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn snapping off. You cannot go over these buildings. You're going to have to go around. That's sort of annoying. So we're going to come to like here. Then we want a shredder. Yes, shredder. You are going to go in here. We are going to get a flat lift. Yeah, if I don't do this, I would 100% forget. You're going to go there. You're going to get deleted. Flat lift. You're going to go there. Going to turn magnet back on. This is facing the wrong way now. We're going to flip you. You're going to go there. You're going to go there. Unity. You are going to be set to do retired waste into recyclables. You are going to go into loose storage for recyclables. Yes, loose storage 2. You're going to go there. You're going to go there. You're going to go there. You do not need to be a Mark III belt. You're going to get unitied. You're going to get unitied. You're going to be set to recyclables and keep empty. Take a copy of you. Come up here somewhere. Come here. Go here. Pop that there. Loose belt. Connector. Bosh. You are recyclables. We don't want that. We want that. Unity. And unity. Okay. A small but pretty necessary thing we had to do. So I noticed like before the last video, or maybe before that, whenever we were talking about this ghost pipe up here, it was the next on my list of things to do was to do the ghost pipe and then be like, also, we have to fix this problem down here before this fills up with retired waste. And obviously I completely forgot. That's my bad. But we are now dealing with retired waste. And we only export retired waste on that belt. So when that's empty, it should not immediately start chucking out the fission product because that would be bad. We are starting to get the fresh recyclables in. They'll get taken up here, chucked onto the hopefully correct belt. Yep. And then they'll get put into this and join the belt of everything that's recyclable. We don't chuck out anything weird from that, do we? No, gold, copper, iron, broken glass. There's also aluminium, but we haven't used any of that at any point, so that should be fine. Right, hope you're enjoying Captain of Captain and... I was going to take a breath. I hope you are enjoying Captain of Industry. If you are, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, all those amazing things. I will see you next time in Captain of Industry. I'm going to keep saying Captain of Industry. It's sounding slightly weirder to me each time that I say the words Captain of Industry. And as always, thank you very much for joining me.